All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our build on the arcade editor. I know I've kind of been MIA for a little bit. There's some catching up we gotta do, but welcome back. Welcome back. I'm back. I'm here to stay. Don't worry. I'm still gonna work this out. I'm still gonna work on this level right here, and we're gonna finish it. Trust me, it's gonna get done by the end of this year or the next one, most likely. No, that's jokes. That's jokes. I'm definitely gonna finish this. Hopefully, uh, in the next couple months. I would hope, if nothing else goes awry, because honestly, these last couple months have been kind of chaotic, which is why I have not been uploading. Um, it literally all started with my phone. Like literally, like it just literally bricked. Like black screened on me. Had to get a replacement. And if you don't know, my phone is my microphone for YouTube. So I didn't get that replacement for like a whole week, which kind of like threw off like the whole like you know vibe I was going for, like all my flow. So that happened, and then I tried making that Planet Coaster episode that I called out last episode. I literally put in the episode, yo, a new Planet Coaster episode coming out, and I literally could not record the episode. I gave it 2 or 3 tries. The first recording, I lost. The second recording, literally, um, kept crashing. Like the game crashed like 4 times, and the third recording, it was just so boring because I spent like 2 hours building a roller coaster. So I was like, damn, you know what? This is not even worth publishing. It's like a waste of time because even so, like I'm kind of over like the format I was doing, like the speed builds. Like I just think this is more interesting and more fun. So forget it. That series is unfortunately gone. I am opening up a Starbucks coffee, by the way. So cheers if you're drinking something, or you got some snacks or something. Bon appetit. But yeah, it's just been like, it's just not been good. It's not been a good time to record some videos. But I'm back in it, and I'm ready to start again and remember what the hell I was doing. Because I'll be 100% honest. I kind of forgot how to play this game and how to do this. It feels like it's been forever. But I looked around before starting the recording, and just to remember where I left off, because honestly I kind of did a lot of this like off camera, if I remember correctly. So I'm a little bit thrown off. But I did reread the comments that our good friend of the channel sent from last video. I hope you're still around. I'm publishing again. Please come back. The content will be flowing once more. I promise. Um, but he did point out last episode in the comments that I have this. I literally put it down so I didn't forget. The these like he basically explained that the graphics only in this in the description is basically exactly what it means, which is crazy that I didn't understand before he told me. But like basically, it's just the graphics of the object and not the textures, and there's like no hitbox either. So it's to save space basically, which is really useful to know because space is basically like the biggest enemy in this game, or in this editor I should say. Like not even the Steve mod can really bypass the limit on memory for publishing maps because it's on Ubisoft's end. But it's still really useful. I hope that these are kind of cheap, because I mean I'm gonna be using them a lot, at least up here. I guess the rest of the map isn't supposed to be so snowing, but honestly things like that could still change. So I don't know, I wouldn't hold my breath. But yeah, this is definitely very useful. I'm literally spamming it all around right now because I think it adds a little bit of a nice texture to the snow. Um, so this episode, I think we're gonna go ahead and just focus on the next area of the map, because now that I'm coming back and looking through, I think this area looks pretty all right. I mean, I honestly don't really have any complaints. There's still some like Far Cry 5 editor like jank to the way things look around here, but I don't know if that's really something I could fix unless I stayed here detailing and like getting every minute little detail. Which honestly, I could do that maybe like in the later half of the series, like off camera. I could just come back and just kind of really make sure everything looks good. But for right now, I think it's safe to move on to our next path, our next location, which will be basically this whole area right here. And I went ahead and looked through the last episode as well before starting this one. And I mentioned the fact that I wanted there to be a bit like a village here, and that is definitely going to be our goal. I really like that idea, and I'm definitely going to follow through with it. So we're basically just going to create the transition from our first area to the village, and that's kind of what we're going to focus on today. So to start, I guess we should well, generally speaking, I think we should just do this because I kind of prefer putting in my own trees. So I'll even go as far as to delete all of these. And now we can kind of decide what we want to do, how we want to transition, where should the level go from here. Okay, so looking at this is kind of a lot of space, and I'm wondering if we should cut it off and have it be more linear, or if maybe we should include this as a different spot. Because if we look at it from this perspective, it's kind of supposed to be a mountain here. So I think if we made it kind of flat, it would look I don't know, it would kind of hurt the perspective, I think. But maybe we can make it a cave, like a different cave, and that it can like come over here. I do want it to be I want it to be a map that you can explore, but I also want it to feel kind of linear. So I don't know. I don't know which way to take this. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I think we'll just go with the flow. I think the cave honestly would be a pretty good idea, because then we could put maybe a waterfall or something, some sort of like water source around here, like a little stream maybe that kind of cuts around this way, and it could start from like a little waterfall right here, and maybe there could be like some sort of, I don't know, village water well. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what would be over here except like a waterfall. That's like kind of the only idea I have. I guess it could just be like a little house with a path going down. Because, I did mention in like the first episodes that I wanted this to be barren. But if I'm going with this village idea, I think I might as well make it an actual like civilized location. I think it'll just kind of work better that way. So yeah, I guess we'll just come back to it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to the idea. For now, the thing is though, is that I want to like decide so that I don't have to like later on remove like the rocks and stuff, and I can just kind of make the cave now if that's what I want. A part of me thinks that's what I want. Especially if you're coming down here, we can make it like we can make this like a hut or something. Okay, so I actually decided I am going to put a windmill. Bam, right here. I was thinking that there needs to be something to catch your eye when you come down here, And I think a windmill really, really sells that role. I've used this before at other levels, which is like, I don't know, it's kind of annoying that they use it again, but it's like a really good asset. So we're gonna put this, we're gonna raise this terrain. We're not gonna do the stream idea, but I honestly think this is better because it'll make it feel more open, maybe, depending on how I build it, because I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet. But we are going to basically flatten this terrain over here into somewhere where a windmill can be, like right here. And then we're going to flatten this this will be just like an area we can get to. And then I kind of want it to be rocky on the edge of it, so we'll close that off. Something along these lines I think looks good. I think this will make a really nice transitional area because there'll be a windmill right here, and then this will be kind of rocky. It'll give you a nice little vantage point coming off right here. Should give you a nice little vantage point of the village that'll be down and under over here. The only thing I don't like about being up here is the fact that there is kind of nothing on this side, on like the right side. That's like the only thing that's kind of throwing me off. But depending on how we build it, we can make it so like this is kind of like the vantage point instead of like this. Like you could just look over like this way, which kind of cuts this out. But looking at just like the mountain itself, I think having a line coming off of this way would do a lot of work for us here. Honestly, I think this will like help sell the vision of a mountain better if we pull up some of these lines. All right. Now if we come back here, I think that looks way better already. And then once we put some like trees, let's just throw some down so we know what it looks like, especially on the outer edge. Something like that. All right, you know what? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, cool. So now let's throw down our windmill. And I think this will look sick. Let's see. Windmill is what I spelled right there. Not that. Windmill. Thank you. And we'll put that right. Why are the stairs? Okay, it's fine. You know what? We'll work around it. We'll just put this right. Well, I kind of want to see the rotation. All right, let's put it down first and rotate it after. We'll put it down like right there. And now let's come down to our little photo area. And let's push this. I think it should be right about there. That looks pretty good to me. I'm kind of happy with this. So now we kind of have to design our area around that. So first things first, let me capture our new location here. So this is where we're going to start building from, because this is kind of like the next location. This is the next place you go to when following through the level. Another thing I wanted to make sure of is that here, is this a real tree? No, this is a brush. So let's take out that. This is also going to be a vantage point, so I have to keep this area in mind too. And I think having this little shed right here will do us some pretty good wonders. It'll give a secondary location for you to check out. So let's fly in the area around this, and I think this will be our first little point of interest that we'll build around. And just like that, we have found our goal, our vision for this episode. This one probably will be a little short, mostly because I kind of just need to get back in the swing of things, and I don't want to really edit a like 6-hour video. And I also want to post this one like soon. So if this, let's kind of think about this logically. If this was kind of just like the outer area maybe just like a little temple ruins kind of thing. I'm trying to think of this like logically from a village. What would this place look like? You know, like why would people come up here? And like the shed, it makes sense. I think there should be a house, right? Somebody should be living up here to give it more of a reason. Um, I kind of have to like scroll through the assets because I just don't know. Let me look at the snow assets. The village is supposed to be like desolate. You know, it's not supposed to look like super lived in. I'm kind of going for that Resident Evil vibe. So I have to kind of remember that. But then again, like I feel like it's still early enough that I can kind of change what I want to do because did I put this as a journey? I think I did, right? Oh my god, why would I do that? I think I do this every single time and I regret it basically every single time. You know what? I think it is going to be a journey map, but I do want enemies and I think I'm gonna use like the Vietnam enemies, which I feel like is so stupid because like, you know, clearly this is not Vietnam, but they're like the only AI I could put that are like different than like Peggy's. At least I'm pretty sure. Let me just check real quick. If I choose security, like yeah, I could pretty much just choose a bunch of Americans, or I guess these guys could work maybe. So here's my idea. I think you can spawn crash here and then go this way, check around, but I want there to be like enemies that are coming to check out the plane crash, you know? So like a little, like I want like a squad to like pull up to you. But I also want animals, so that means I can't put too many AI, which is a good thing because we're now doing a bounty hunt. So we can really like, we could be kind of liberal with that. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. You're basically gonna crash here, um, traverse the woods a little bit, and then I think like right here, once you cross like this line, this whole area, I think I'm gonna make it still very woodsy up until like down here, I think. For the most part, yeah. I think this whole area should have a lot of trees, and this little squad will be making its way towards you after you cross like this line so that you end up fighting them because they're basically coming to check out like the smoke or whatever. And I think that's a good way to do it, and I think it'll be fun that way. That way there's like some enemies in the village and stuff, and it's not just kind of like a boring place. But I want there to be mostly animals. I other than this forest area, I don't know where else I would put them. Maybe like in this little area in between, and whatever else I do on this side, we can make that happen. I just realized that there's no sun over here. Wow. I mean, we gotta change that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna decide to basically add some scripting. I feel like that'll probably be the best play. I feel like you could probably just come down here and then there'll be a script to change the sun angle and make it more bright on this side. I think that's just like the best way to do it because I was kind of playing around with like the mountain and the lighting, and I saw that basically if I were to get that like compromise, then I would lose like this sun in here. And I'll be honest guys, like I didn't want to lose this. I think this looks really cool like this, so I decided against it. And I kind of want there to be extra sun here. And I also wanted this to be nice and bright. Looks like the village area will mostly be in the dark, but I think I'm actually okay with that because the detail inside I think will make up for it. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it is For now, let's just focus on starting this area and getting it nice and built. So I guess to start, we'll add a house or a some sort of building here to go with the shed. What is this? What even is this? A wooden bunker. Honestly, this could work. I'm trying to see how I could fit it in here. I kind of want this to be more trees and more civilization, like down here somewhere. Let's see. Maybe this can go with the windmill. Thing is, like, this windmill is kind of built out of like stone and stuff, so I think having like a wooden bunker next to it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But maybe down here somewhere. I'm gonna throw it down just so we can remember the asset exists. I think Far Cry 4 assets are the vibe. Now that I'm looking at them, at least for this area. At least for this down area, I think they could work. Because there's not even a lot of space down there anyways. And what is all this stuff? Just like... Okay, so if we're doing Far Cry 4 assets, then let's go back here. Let's check out the... do they have like a church by any chance? They have stuff like this. Maybe we could put one down like here or something. I don't know, let's just, you know, we got to build the skeleton first, and we'll see how things go. But if we're going for this like Far Cry 4 vibe, there's like signs and stuff on here. If we're going for this Far Cry 4 vibe, then something along these lines would be kind of cool, I think. I mean, before realism, I think making it look cool should go first. So, I don't know. We got to play around. We got to see what's up. We got to see what we can do with what we got. But for now, I'm kind of liking the Far Cry 4 idea. So, that being said... temples. The only thing I'm like mad about is that the sun is not hitting down here, which is making me kind of sad. A part of me thinks what I could do is raise this up a little faster, please. Raise this up and then lower this. And then what if we like raise the overall height of everything in here? Because kind of right now it is kind of like in a ditch, basically everything is... Okay, perfect. I think the ditch kind of made things look kind of nice in a way. Made it like look like a city in the valley kind of thing. The terrain's gotta look good, man. It's gotta look good. I like having nice terrain. I like having good terrain work. Keeps my life going, you know? Okay, I think it looks good. I think that looks good. We should push this area up as well. You know what I'm saying? All right. And then we could push this up and let's get rid of the trees here. And we'll replace this whole area with grass, and we could put some trees in this little pocket over here, and in the back, and down here, and right here. Cool, cool. All right, so if there's a village down there, I think it'll look really nice. So we're kind of cooking. We're kind of cooking now. I think this is looking pretty good. Finally, I think now for like the 17th time we can start our journey on building our first area down here. Um, so let's look at what we got. We need we need to go to structures. Let's check out the residential. So we need a simple house up here is what I'm looking for. A simple, like maybe even something like this. Honestly, this is not too bad. It is a little like not snowy, which I think gives it a rough look. Is there any other snow things that I could put down? I honestly don't think so. Oh, you know what though? Like something like this. If we put like this right here. Wait. Hold on, let me cook. If we put like this, like right here. You kind of like have to walk through. I want to make something cool. I really do. I want to make something that looks cool. And then we can put like this. Maybe this should go this way. And this can go this way. And then I kind of want like a wall. Like right here. And like this wall. Damn, I don't know. If we put like a wall right here, I think that would look cool. And then we could put this as like a little like shrine. All right, first, let me see. Let me see if we got like a wall. Okay, we got a column. That's good. This is kind of what I'm looking for. We got a column. Please tell me you have a wall, man. Oh my lord. See, this is why imagine if I was like a game developer and like a developing like a part of like a studio, you know, and I can like talk to my buddy in the asset creation part of the world or part of the part of the company. And I'd be like, yo, bro, can you make me a wall? Hold on, walls? You might tell me, bro, it's literally right there. It's right here. All you gotta do is look in this section of the... But it's not. There's nothing here. There's nothing here that I could use. I don't think this looks... I mean, honestly, it's pretty close. Like, this is... I can maybe get away with this. It is possible, I think. Let's see if I can, like, maybe put this right here. And then go one more time. And then let's push this one right here. And push this like right here. Now the problem is that this is like a little bit too... It's a little bit too covered up in snow. So we can flatten it a little bit. Expose the rock. And we can kind of push that rock a little bit further if anything. And then we can get this and put this like right here. And what even is this? Oh, it's a bush. Okay. Grab all of these guys, put them down here. You know, I think I can kind of get away with that. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but if we put like some more like rocks and stuff around it, it could look good. It could look good. Okay, perfect. Now we get this. Is this the... Okay, this is the top. Let's look for some better rocks. I think I need like a bigger one Not 86 meters big. More like 28. Sounds better. And we can build this out a little bit more. These rocks over here don't really have to be high def. These don't matter too much. Oh, I'm getting excited again. The inspiration is flowing, guys. It's flowing. I feel like a new man. I feel like the content is just gonna be on 100 now. And I don't know. I think this is I don't know. I don't know. I have a good feeling about this YouTube thing, y'all. I really do. If your friends are interested in watching a guy build something in like a long format kind of video, please tell them about the channel. Tell them. Be like, hey, do you want to support this guy? His videos are kind of bad, but it's interesting. It's interesting. At least I think so. I think this is kind of fun. I don't know. You tell me. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? If I gotta be more entertaining, please let me know, man. Honestly, I know I definitely gotta improve a little bit on my commentary game. But that comes with practice, bro. That comes with practice, bro. I don't think nobody's really born a professional, I don't think. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I'm guessing, I mean, honestly, I don't think we got to change too much on this front. This is a rock episode, unfortunately. Anytime we start a new area, it's just gonna be a rock episode. It's just gonna be a rock. We just place some rocks down because really, this is the backbone of the level. This is how you give things detail. Because the terrain, it just doesn't do it. Like, imagine if this game had like a terrain editor, like the one in Planet Coaster. Oh my god, it would be so amazing. It'd be so amazing. It's honestly surprising to me that it's not like that. I just feel like that's like kind of like the future. Like this, that's like that game has the best terrain editor in all of gaming. Well, to be honest, there's one problem with the Planet Coaster terrain editor, and it's that it is so slow. Like, to build a mountain in that game, you literally have to sit there and do circles with your mouse for at least like an hour, you know? You just gotta sit there swirling around because like the max speed is like 0. Compared to like this game where like I can make an entire mountain in like literally like 30 seconds, you know, it's a pretty big difference. So that is one thing it's lacking. But if Ubisoft in the next, dude, I really hope they make another Far Cry editor, dude. I just think it's crazy to me that Far Cry 6 didn't launch with one. I was so hyped. I was so hyped for a Far Cry 6 editor. I think I would have went like full time on that, you know? It would have been so good, especially because that game was so beautiful. Like, a lot of the assets in that game are amazing. The lighting looked really good. I could tell like some of their terrain was definitely different. They had something going on. I'm not sure what it was, but like something about that game looks like they took the engine to the next level. And I was sitting there and I was like, dude, you're really sitting here and telling me that there is no editor for this game? Are you serious? I was so disappointed because really, I mean, it just didn't make any sense. Especially because I feel like the Far Cry editor is kind of what made Far Cry 5 so successful at the start, at least. Like, I remember getting or hearing like a lot of good press from the fact that it had one, you know? And the fact that it was so like deep as this one, where they put assets from literally their other games into it, you know? Like, that's really cool. And I think if they did that for Far Cry 6, that game probably would have lasted a lot longer too, because I'll be honest, I played Far Cry 6 and I didn't beat it. Like, I found it really, really easy, like too easy. Like, I had to make it hard on myself by like choosing not to use like the certain bullet that gave you like one tap headshots. But even then, like, I would just walk through an enemy camp and just with literally without getting shot one time. And there was no difficulty settings. Like, it kind of threw the whole vibe off. I don't even know what the story was really about, and it kind of sucks because like I'm Cuban. Like, my family is Cuban, so I was kind of excited because they were going to Cuba for this game. I mean, it was like based on Cuba. Obviously, it wasn't actually Cuba, but like I was kind of excited for that, and I was just so disappointed by the end, which really sucks. And the fact that there wasn't even an editor, that was like the final blow, you know. Um, oh man, I'm getting like hitches, man. Are we good? Is everything okay? All right, so now that we got our rocks down, this is looking pretty decent. Looking pretty decent. Let's throw some more over here. Give this a better look. Right now, something isn't right about it. So let's change that really quick because we have the power to. Bam. All right, cool. So I think that looks pretty nice. If you look this way, I mean, that looks like a mountain to me. Looks good. So now we need to, I'm kind of tempted to start detailing with the windmill. How does this look if I move it like right there? I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Still looks pretty good. Okay, cool. So now we got this wall. And if you come up here, you could still get down there. How would we connect this place to that place, I wonder? Should you just like zip line down? I don't really like the idea of a zip line because it just feels too modern for what I'm going for here. I think it should just be like a rock climbing thing. I think you should just be able to get down however you see fit. Maybe we just add like this to go up a little bit. And maybe even like extend it a little bit. Like its own kind of path down like this using these little rocks right here. Okay, this kind of works. How does it look from down here? Looks fine. I think this just needs to go down like right here. And it needs to give this some room. And we'll put this down like this. And then I think we can just kind of move this up like that. Then let's smooth it out. But anyways, I hope everybody is, doing good. I honestly don't even know how long I was gone. It feels like, if I had to guess, I haven't uploaded in about a month. I'm pretty sure that's correct. It might have been longer. I'm honestly not sure. I've kind of been in the zone. I've just been like working and trying to figure everything else out. So it's just been it just hasn't really been prime time for motivation. But it's life, and I am fully committed. I definitely want to keep this going, so I will be here. But I just hope that anybody that's watching this, I hope that y'all are having a good day. I hope this video is giving you something to watch while you eat, or like is something nice in the background. I don't know. I hope it's just making your day a little better. And yeah, because it's making my day better. Honestly, making videos like this is always a good time. So now that we have this here, I think this looks good. Honestly, I kind of want to put like bushes or something so that it's a little bit clearer what I'm trying to do here. Because right now it kind of looks like just like a cliff. So I'd rather if it looked more like something, you could walk on, and I think the best way to do that is to give it like a railing, like a natural railing is basically what I'm thinking. So we can get like the aspen right here, and let's get the choke cherry, best asset in the game. If there is a new Far Cry editor, I'll be sad if there's not a choke cherry in there. This is just my guy. I love the choke cherry. It's the best bush in the game. Well, in the last series, I mentioned the fact that the alpine bush is the best one. The thing is, I don't even remember its name. Alpine forest plant. See, like that name just doesn't have like a ring to it. Like choke cherry, like that's the choke cherry. You know, like that's the one. You can't really say the same for our guy, bush alpine plant 15 or whatever. You know. So let's see how this is looking now with this little railing I got. Much better, much better. I like that. We'll give it a little barrier on this side. We'll put some dead trees up here as well. So now I think that looks more like a path you could take. I think we should take it one step further and move and like tilt one of these down. And move it down here like this. Just to kind of reinforce the idea. Now from this side, it just looks like some rocks. Perfect. Bam. So easy. Too easy. I need to sneeze. Hold on. Never mind. It went away. Oh my god. I hate that feeling so much. Why does that even happen, dude? Our bodies hate seeing us happy sometimes, I swear. Alright, so now let's think about what should we do with the shrine. Honestly, maybe the shrine should... Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Maybe the shrine... Well, actually, that is what I want to do. Should come up here. Wouldn't that be better? Well, not really, though, because, like, the only reason you're up here is because of the tree. So, actually, I don't think it would make sense. I think right here would be fine. I think it should be, like, surrounded by some trees. And you just kind of walk up to it. And then... Yeah, something like that. I think you should just be able to walk up to it. Now, on this wall, I was thinking there should be some sort of like... I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? I kind of wanted there to be like crates and stuff, like littering the place. Because I'm just like a sucker for that. I do kind of want to push this back a little bit. Also, we should be putting rocks here. I told you it was a rock episode. Don't get mad. You know, this is part of the game, right? We must put down rocks. We have to do it. So we'll just put these around this little mountain right here. I kind of want to make this mountain more of a mountain and less like it looks like a mound right now. So let's put one all the way to the tip top like this, and then make it more. Bam. And this is why I chose the snow rocks, because if I had to do this with the regular ones, we would still be working on the ruins back there. So, you know, be glad that Ubisoft included these like gargantuan rocks that I could use to put around the place. Now it looks a little bit too uniform. I can see the patterns. I can see the repeats. Okay, that's better. All right, bam. Now that there's rocks there, that already looks a little better. I'm thinking that this stuff needs to move this way. I also forgot that we needed to put the have to put the whatchamacallit, the dead trees up there on the little cliff. Okay, there you go. I think that's nice. And now we can put like crates and boxes, etc. up along the wall. And I think the wall itself should be bigger. I think it should be like this height, honestly. Okay, wait, and this stuff is floating. No floating objects allowed in this level, sorry. All right, there you go. Clears up some space there. And then now we could do this a little better. We can move this. Well, actually, I think the best place to delete that, or actually keep it there, and then move this one so that it's at the same height. And this tree, that's really killing the vibe, can just kind of go back here. And then this, which is what we need the most, can go up. And then this can go down. And this can stay there and just get a second piece on the bottom. There we go. Much better, much better, much better. I kind of want the windmill to be invisible until after you get past this. So the only way to make that happen is with a tree. How about the hemlock? Okay, the hemlock kind of works. It kind of works. It kind of works. I kind of want this to be a little bit busier over here as well. And we can put extra hemlock down this way and this way. Maybe like a little. That's actually fine right there. Let's increase the. Let's add some snow right here. Thank you, by the way, for the suggestion to put the snow deformation like that. It's honestly helped a lot with how this looks. If you have any more snow tips, I know you included some more in that comment. Honestly, everything kind of seemed a little complicated when I was reading through it, but like, dude, I'm like just kind of dumb, so you know, it's probably just like a me problem. I'll just reread it to see what else I could do. 'Cause I think you mentioned something about the grass, or like I could change like the bushes to be more to be extra. Should I put a hemlock for? That I can change the texture of the bushes basically to make it more in line with the snow. So I'll reread that to make sure, and I'm sure we could find extra utility here. Even though I don't know, I mean, I gotta see. I kind of want it to be snowy in the village too, but we gotta just see how that works out. But honestly, I kind of like how this is turning though. I kind of like this little like look that's going on here. It is like a little bit. The only thing that's kind of throwing me off is the fact that like we just plane crashed right here, and it just so happens that we're also at like this entrance of like this place. So that is kind of throwing me off just a little bit. It feels a little bit sudden. But then again, I just don't know where else we could really put this. I kind of want it to be early, so it just is what it is, I think. But other than that, I think it's fine. I think it looks good. So now moving on from there, what else do we got to do here? I guess we can just start adding like the barrels and stuff. So let's go over here and choose some of this and see what we can lay around the place. Ooh, some vines would look really good. So I definitely got to do that. Let's just litter around some crates, some things. Give this area some love, some personality. Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like it's just what matters the most, I think. All right, so put like a little crate right there, and all right, I think that looks good right here. Now this side, on this side, it really wouldn't make sense to put anything unless it was like right here on the edge. Well, maybe like a little wheelbarrow. I think the wheelbarrow would look really good like here. And then we could put like some crates for shipping in here. Like so. I would like if this was actually on its side, I think. We can put this like that. There you go. And I kind of want there to be some like snow piling up around the corners. Nice. And now let's get this thing. And we'll just put this around the place some more. Oh, don't tell me it crashed. Oh, let me save right now. Let me save the game right now, because I would probably cry. Oh my god, don't tell me this has like shadow problems. No. Don't do me like this. Guys, it has shadow problems. No. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let me not freak out. I'm a little sad about that. Maybe there's some, well, maybe when I put trees and stuff, there'll be enough shadow I could use it again. But I'm a little sad about that. Okay, we're good though. And let's put this down around. Let's go down here and raise it and lower it. And we'll just kind of put like a little path right here. This thing is like literally like my therapy, man. Like I love building these levels. It is just so calming. It feels like it just feels like a nice use of time, really. Like I just like doing it. It feels like I'm creating something cool and unique, which I really enjoy. And I think other people can enjoy it too, which is like the best part. Like I just love the fact that I can post it, not even like on YouTube, but even in like the Far Cry editor, just knowing that even like 17 people max played the level, it's like so cool to me. It makes me happy inside. No. But but yeah, it is fun. It's fun. I enjoy it a lot. Let's see what else I could put around the place. A sack, maybe? Oh, you know what? Like a sack kind of like leaning right here would look pretty perfect. Bob Ross really cooked about the whole happy accidents thing. Because, like, when you're making literally any form of art, a lot of the time, it's like the small accidents usually like lead to like that, like a breakthrough, not even like a breakthrough, but like a, how do you even say what I'm trying to think of? Basically, it just feels like the accidents a lot of the time lead to like interesting little things. Like, I don't know, like that little sack, it was basically an accident that I scrolled past it, but it ended up, looking really cool in that kind of way. And, it's just a little minute detail that I think really added to the level. And what I'm trying to do here is get the wheels to look cooler in the snow like that. There you go. Okay, I think this is looking pretty baller if I do say so myself, and I do say so. I do think this is looking really nice. I do want a what I'm trying to do is grab a yellow bush, but none of them are. There you go. Bam. And I kind of want to put some yellow bushing on the sides right here, like this. Now that the starting area is done, I think everything else kind of comes a lot more naturally. Like there's still some like debating on what I'm gonna do next, and stuff like that. But like I think honestly, like the first area is usually like the hardest part for me at least, because that's you having to basically figure out everything that is gonna basically go on at the level. Like what assets you're gonna use, the textures you're gonna use, how you're gonna use them, the vibe, the lighting, all that stuff. Usually comes at the start for me. So just like just basically getting that over with is a big weight off the shoulders, because now I know what I'm gonna use. I know the plan. I'm especially happy because now I know what I'm gonna do with the AI, and I think that's really fun. I'm wondering if the wolves. I wonder if I should put the wolves in like a how do I say this? I'm wondering if I should put the wolves in the cave or have them come after you loot the cave. I don't know which would be better. Bush Aspen, I need you. I need you, and I need the choke cherry. Where you at, choke cherry? Come on. There he is. There's our guy. It's Mr. Choke Cherry for the win. All right, man. By the way, I'm sorry if I sound like sick. It's because I think I am. I got this like stuffy nose, and it's like driving me crazy. The thing is like I don't even think I'm sick. I think I'm literally like allergic to something, and I don't know what it is. It seems to just hit me so randomly, and I don't think it's allergy season. At least I'm not sure. I've never really had a problem with allergies before, but like I don't know, man. Recently, it's been killing me. Something's like not looking right now over here, and it's driving me a little crazy. I will not lie. I think the terrain is a little bit too like there's too much variance in it so soon. I think there needs to be like a rock or something here, because this looks a little messy right now. I think it's also the fact that there's just so much there's too many colors going on. Come here, Mr. Willow. I need you out of here, bruh. Peace. Bye. There you go. I need to be less messy. And this one can go too. There's too many colors going on. This willow, I think, needs to go down a little bit. It looks a little better. I think like a little boulder right there would help with the problem. This is already a super long episode, I bet. The thing is, I'm doing a lot of editing. Like I trust me, this is gonna be a highly edited video. For reference, it's been an hour and 22 minutes. Well, 23 now. So depending on how long the video's been actually going for you guys, it gives you a little idea of how much I've edited out. All right, but something like this should be fine. Just like something to break the view here. There you go. I think that does the job. Cool. Perfect. Honestly, I kind of want another one like right over here as well. Yeah. Yes, sir. And now we'll just move this right here. Or should we go on the right side? We should go on the right side. And next we'll just push this. And can I grab the willow? No. What did I expect? I mean, come on. All right. Bam. Guys, that looks pretty sick. It looks pretty darn sick if you asked me. I do some of this grass floating is making me kind of mad. So we'll just delete it. It doesn't need to exist. That one does. This willow is floating. We gotta do our rounds. We gotta check around the place. Make sure everything is up to code. I think this should probably be a little bit further down. And I also want it to be more cinematic in its placements. It's got to be more deliberate. We gotta have it be visible, you know? Something like that. Looks good to me. This thing right here is kind of annoying me, not gonna lie. I'd rather a choke cherry, I think. I'd rather us have a bit of a choke cherry moment down here. I think it should be right there, like that. Maybe the choke cherry wasn't the idea though. Okay, something simple like there looks nice though. It's fine. It passes. Okay, this place looks good. It looks good. I think there's a little bit much going on right here with the variance. Let's smooth it out a little bit. Smooth it out. Okay. This area looks very nice. Let's move these two guys a little bit more to the left. Yes, okay. Oh yeah, let's put this up here. This will definitely make this area look nicer for sure. I'm really scared of it crashing. I gotta save again. I need to remember to save every time, always. Because nothing, and I mean nothing in this world sucks more than losing hours of progress. In any art form, you know? It's truly just not a good time. So what I like about this is that I don't like that you can see the windmill from here, but when we put more trees and stuff, that'll probably change. What matters is that you see it when you come out here and you see it up here. You know, that's really what we're going for. So I think we're good. It looks fine. This tree is covering up the shrine a little bit, but it's okay. It's fine. If anything, we'll just move it a little bit. We can move it back here, or maybe just delete it for now. You know, we don't need that tree there for the most part. And then I'm gonna put the vines. I'm gonna put some dead trees on the cliff, and I think we'll call it a day there. Even though I'm like ready to keep going. I'll probably record an extra episode and post it the day after you see this one, or I don't know, we'll see. Let's just quickly grab the vines, and then I'm gonna put them on the wall. I think that'll look really good. So let's just put these right here, and then I'll put some more right here. I'll put them on the top. Let's put this on this side. You know, and then we'll on this side we got to do the same thing, and put some more like right here. These kind of vines, I think this will look good on like this side. Bam. Put some of this one as well. Bam. And I think there should be an extra boulder here. Keep it consistent. Keep the flow consistent. Put that there like that. Okay, now let's get these into place. If the world would be so kind to let it happen. It's gonna not be super kind, I can tell already. Alright, bam, like that. Oh, it should go under, yeah. Okay. That looks good to me, man. I'm happy with these little improvements we're making. I think that looks fine like that. This can go under here as well. Is that clipping? No? Perfect. Perfect. Cool. All right. Okay, so we made this little area. I'm wondering if I should put an Omni light. I kind of want to put like a little lamp or something, you know, make it nice and glowy over here. I'm a little tempted, I won't lie. But nah, I think we'll keep it. I think we'll keep the mood a little bit, you know, foggier, I think. Talking about fog, maybe we should increase it a little bit. What are we thinking? Maybe just a tad bit more fog. Right? Maybe just like a 0.30. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like it having a little bit more fog. I think there's what else do we need to do? We need to put these guys up on the top. Hold on, we'll just do this the easy way. We'll put this right here. Oh my god, what a beautiful addition to the game. I love the fact I'm able to do this now. This is really next level stuff. Alright, put that right there, and put this one right here. Alright, very nice. And I think I want a little boulder to go right here. Again, it's for that, to give it a railing, you know? Give it a nice little railing. This makes the path nice and clear. And I think that looks wonderful, actually. And once we put like the detail down here, I think it'll look even nicer. But I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it for today. I know we didn't really do too much, honestly. We did mostly just kind of planning, mostly just talking about what we're gonna do in the level. But I think we did a nice little thing here. I think we added a nice little fence, a nice little wall, something to transition us a little bit from one area to the next. And I like this. I think this is nice. And next episode we'll probably do a little bit more. Now that we got the rocks out the way and we got all the planning out the way, we could really hone in on detailing our next little area right here, which will probably be a shrine, more forest, and a clear path to getting to the windmill, maybe a little house near there. And then we can detail this whole area, and then the next episode we can detail this area, and then this area, and then this area, and then this area, and then we can find out what we're gonna do over here, and blah 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 blah, and then that's it. It's over. It's done. But that's a long way from now. So for now, just stay tuned for the next episode where we'll continue where we left off. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm excited to keep it going, and I hope you guys stick around as well. If you haven't already, please leave your thoughts or opinions in the comments below. I would love to hear them. our friend of the show. If you're still around, if you're still watching, please give me some more tips, whatever you could think of. Uh, whatever advice you got, any ideas, let me know, man. You're the goat for right now for telling me about the snow thing. Like this game changer right here. Um, so yeah, but besides that, I hope everybody enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.